So everyone on social media today has the nicest cars, Lamborghinis, the nicest Rolexes, the nicest house, all the money in the world. And when you flick on social media and you're browsing, this can make you feel inadequate, can make you feel like you have no confidence, and all of the above. And I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you're between the ages of 16 and 30, and you struggle with confidence. You struggle talking to girls, you struggle going out into social settings and meeting new people. You have fear of public speaking, you have a fear of posting your opinions online. And so in this video, I just want to go over two stories, two things that happened in my life. I want to explain the lessons that I learned about confidence, and then I kind of want to wrap up the whole video at the end with just a little bit of a breakdown of what confidence is in my personal opinion. So story number one was in my finals for my university degree. So I studied paramedicine, and so I'm a qualified paramedic. And in my final exam, you have to walk into this room, and there's a body on the ground, and you have to figure out how to solve the puzzle. And you don't know what you're walking into. And this exam is a 100% pass exam. So you have to pass this exam, otherwise, you have to repeat the whole year. So there's all this pressure, right? There's all this pressure from your teachers that you have to pass this, and there's a lot of pressure we put on ourselves. Anyway, all of the classmates are sitting in this room outside of the lecture room where you do the exam, and it's probably 20 or 30 students in this room. And when I say you could cut the tension with a knife, I am not joking. There was people walking up and down the aisles. There was people with their hands on their heads. There was people like friggin' sitting in the corner in a ball, man. And I remember just sitting there, and I was just still, and I was looking around me, and everyone else was absolutely losing it. I just sat there. I was just like, it is what it is. And I was full of confidence. And the lessons that I took away from this experience about confidence are these three things. The first one, you need to have God on your side if you want to have full confidence. So I was praying while I was sitting there. I was saying, God, thank you for what's about to happen. God, thank you that you've got me. God, I know that you have a plan and a purpose for my life. And this brought a peace. The second thing about confidence is I was so well prepared that I knew I was going to pass. I put in 100% effort leading up to this. And I think confidence or lack of confidence comes from a lack of preparation. So that means that confidence comes from preparation. So that was the second thing. And then the third thing was just a sense of whatever happens is going to happen, right? I was I was happy with where I was, and I was happy with whatever the outcome was. I was I was accepting my fate of what was about to happen. And so they were the three lessons that I learned from that experience. The second story. So I'm 24 and I'm bald, and I've accepted it now. I have the confidence now. But when it was first happening, man, this was a struggle for me. So I started thinning out when I was about like 2021, and I would hide it. I would wear a hat everywhere. I would, lie to myself. I tried all the minoxidil, blah, blah, blah. And then it got to a point when I was about 23 where I was just like, I got to shave this off. And so I just started buzz cutting it. Started buzz cutting it down real low. And there was this moment in my life when I was coming up to the shops, and just after I'd buzz cut it, and I was wearing a hat in the car, and I was just talking to myself, and I was like, I'm just gonna go out there without my hat on. And I was crapping myself. I was so nervous. I was like, people are gonna look at me, people are gonna judge me, people are gonna this and that, and I just decided to leave my hat in the car, and I walked out into the shops. And when I was walking around the shops, no one was looking at me. No one even cared. No one even knew I was there. They were all doing their groceries. They were all doing everything like that. And the lessons that I learned from this experience specifically is one, you have to step out in faith. You have to risk looking like a fool. You have to not care about the opinions of others. And it also taught me that no one actually cares. No one actually cares if I'm bored. They don't even know me. And if I hadn't stepped out, I would be thinking everyone would judge me. You know, if I hadn't stepped out in faith and wore my hat, it would be harder next time because I had already failed previously. And that taught me a lot. That lesson there taught me a lot. And so to wrap up confidence, to give you guys some lessons, one, you have to have God on your side, man. You have to step out in faith each and every day, knowing that He's on your side and whatever happens, He will be there for you. Two, the opinions of others don't matter. And people actually don't care. You know, the reason that you're not confident is because you care about the other person's opinion of you so much. You care that they'll judge you. You care that they won't talk to you. You care. That says more about them than it says about you. If someone judges me for my bald head, that says a lot about their personality, and I don't want to hang out with them anyway. I don't want them in my life, bro. If you're judging me based off my appearance, you know what I mean? And the third thing is preparation. If you're not confident going into an exam, if you're not confident doing a talk, if you're not confident even talking to a girl, it's because you haven't prepared. You haven't put in the hours to study. You haven't put in the hours to do the hard work so that when you get to the point, there is no chance that you are going to fail. And so I hope that breaks it down a little bit. I hope that gives you guys some encouragement, teaches you guys a bit about confidence. If you guys need help with your addictions, I help people out. All the links will be in the bio. Subscribe, like, do all that jazz, share it. Helps me out a lot. And remember that you guys have meaning and purpose. Cheers.